It's been a minute, and I'm gonna just get right to it because I know they will turn the lights off. That evidently is strict. Don't do me like that. So basically, I have a job, and yay, that's exciting. I have a job. But I'm working now for an organization or a campaign called Yes Chattanooga, and yeah, woo. And basically, if y'all were around in the fall last year, y'all probably saw Marcus and a lot of other queer people and allies going crazy because a ordinance got passed that was a non-discrimination clause and also said that domestic partnership benefits could be approved for gay and transgender people who work for the city of Chattanooga. That was passed by our city council, surprisingly, 5-4. And then the Tea Party group here got petitions to get it put on the ballot. And now we have to vote on it in August, on August 7th. And we have to vote in order to ensure that those rights actually stick for the queer people who work for the city. And so Yes Chattanooga was formed to make sure that that does stick. And so I'm working for them. And so I wanted to make sure y'all knew what was happening. Barking Legs is dope and like doesn't like go for discrimination and stuff like that. And that's one of the reasons I love Barking Legs. And so like, and the people who come here, so I already knew that it was a safe place to talk to y'all about that. And so I hope y'all go out and vote. And I'm gonna read a poem that I read a couple of years ago. That was my 20th anniversary of coming out, and it was kind of like my coming out story. My coming out story is still ever changing, and so yeah, this is that. And also, before I start, and don't turn the lights off on me, my birthday is in 6 days, and so is Ashley's, who is my best friend and is not here tonight. She had baby duty. But we would have had y'all sing happy birthday to us, so I'm gonna just let y'all know that we will be partying tomorrow hard. A lot of y'all have been invited to the party. It's also Ashley and Jed's 10-year anniversary, so we will be having a good time and y'all should come. So here we go. As a child, the church was my safe place. It was the space where I gave thanks and played pranks on my friends after choir rehearsal on Thursday nights. My first relationships were formed here. I shed my first spiritually evoked tear right here. It was my home away from home, the place where I first learned about unconditional love. But now, the church is the main contributor of seeds of hate being planted towards people like me. Hands that nursed me back to health when I was young, that taught me my first words, those who disciplined me when I was wrong, ones who I thought would love me forever, but now they get uncomfortable when I come home to visit. You see, my home is not where the heart is. It's where resentment lives and where homophobia prevails and where I'm not so secretly encouraged to date males, even though I've been out for years. One day, in a private meeting, my pastor looked me in the face and told me I had fallen from grace. He said that God that created me in his image gave me free will, but I was an abomination. And without hesitation, he told me that if I didn't change my ways, God wouldn't protect my soul. I was 12 years old. The reason Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed, a reason to not get deployed, a symptom of early childhood abuse, only a phase. It's the worst sin you can commit. The reason God invented AIDS. Janelle, with time, feelings like these are sure to fade. Well, it's been over 20 years and I'm still queer. And what's in between your legs has nothing to do with my decision whether or not to take you to bed. See, I never chose to be queer, but I did choose to be proud of who I am. I chose to use the fact that I'm a queer black person who survived the unspeakable and that understands that her survival is political to tell the world that the hate that you preach is definitely not biblical. As a matter of fact, your religion has nothing to do with my government, and my love life has no business being discussed in your city council room or being put on your ballot. Voting on if we should have benefits or be discriminated against in this day and age is ridiculous. But we will fight this righteous fight, and like Audrey said, when we fight, we win. You kicked us out of the churches, so we created our own spaces. Our clubs became our sanctuaries, and we found out that we ourselves were kings and queens. I was taught that Jesus died for everyone, and that his blood isn't for sale. So So if it was a gift to you and me, that means there was no favor given based on sexuality. But because of your lies, from groups like the Tea Party, we go back and forth, in and out of the closet, lying to ourselves and others. I lost my friendship with my mother. Got raped by my brothers because they wanted to make me straight to please God. Can't you see that whoever is teaching this is God's will is a fraud? So this is a message to Larry Grown, Charlie Whitesong, even Pat Robertson and T.D. Jakes, and everyone else who's preaching and endorsing hate. You better change your ways before it's too late, because God is love. God is peace. God is everything good inside of you and me. So it only makes sense that if your goal is to be God-like, that you should be love, not hate, even if who you love is not white, male, and straight. Thank you.